Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the one and only Tribal Warrior YouTube channel. And of course, I am the Tribal Warrior. And in today's video, as you see by the thumbnail and as you see by the title, we will be taking a look at my 2025 official WWE Night of Champions predictions. So of course, WWE Night of Champions will be brought to us June 28th, 2025, which is a Saturday. And at the time of recording this video, it is currently the 26th, also known as Thursday. So tomorrow will be SmackDown, we have some championship matches, and then just 24 hours after that, we have live from Saudi Arabia Night of Champions. It's going to be a great show. Of course, we have our king and queen of the matches taking place there. The finals, two highly anticipated matches that have been building up for weeks after all of this tournament stuff has been going on. And we also have a couple of other matches. So other than the king and queen of the matches, other than the king and queen finals, we have four other great matches. Now, out of those four, there's only two championship matches. Now, the show is called Night of Champions, but there's only literally two actual championship matches on the whole show. I find that quite confusing. Don't know why. If you're going to call it Night of Champions, it's meant to be the night of the champions. So, where's the champions at? You have a whole show on Friday on SmackDown with all these championship matches. The Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six, Julia versus Selena Vega, Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax, and kind of confusing. Like, some of the matches can be on the Night of Champions card because they're champions, and I get why they're doing it on Friday, but I definitely do think some of them matches can be on Saturday's Night of Champions. But look, that's not the case. We have 6 matches we're going to get into. We're going to talk about the stakes, the matches, the history matches, and yeah, we're just going to get into it now. And yes, our first match here, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. One of the most emotionally charged matchups will feature, as I mentioned, Sami Zayn facing off against Karrion Kross in a match that carries high stakes and raw emotion. For Sami Zayn, this isn't just another match, it's a homecoming of sorts. Ever since his last appearance in Saudi Arabia, Zayn has become a beloved member, a beloved figure in the region. His heritage has all resonated deeply with the Saudi Arabia fans. Every time his music hits, the arena erupts, deafening cheers, and that energy will be at an all-time high when he steps into the ring once again. But standing across from him is a man who thrives in shadows. Karrion Kross, a cold, calculating force who has been waiting for this moment. After months of mind games, eerie promos, and lurking behind the scenes on Raw, Kross finally gets a high-profile match on a major stage, accompanied, as always, by the presence of Scarlett. Kross is out to make a statement, not just to Sami, but the entire WWE Universe. This is an opportunity to remind everyone of the chaos he's capable of unleashing. As recently there have been many movements for Karrion Kross, for example, the hashtag #WeWantKross or the hashtag #PushKarrionKross. This clash is more than a personal battle. It's a war. Zayn, fueled by heart, technical brilliance, and the love of the people, goes toe-to-toe with Kross, whose strength, mind games, and cold demeanor makes him one of the most dangerous men on the roster. With Zayn ride the wave of the Saudi fans with another inspiring victory, or Kross used the platform to finally rise from the shadows and dominate under the spotlight. It all goes down this Saturday at Night of Champions. Very high stakes match, as Karrion Kross has barely had interesting matches recently. Of course, now we have Kross. We haven't seen him even in a proper match for ages, maybe even months. And I was just scrolling on X, formerly known as Twitter, there the other day, and ever since this match was made official on Raw, I seen someone posted This is Karrion Kross' first premium live event since WrestleMania 40, not 41, 40, all the way in April 2024 last year. That is so long ago, and that's his last PLE match. But when was his last proper normal singles match on a televised show? That is hard to say. If you really ask anyone, unless you're a diehard Karrion Kross fan, I don't think you can specifically know it. And even if you are a diehard Karrion Kross fan, can you even remember his last match? Can you remember his last good rival? It was probably the Wyatt Six and the Miz kind of, but he's kind of fallen so much from that, and I really need this Karrion Kross back. You guys know me. If you watch my videos weekly, and if you do see some of the videos I make, I recently made a video about most underrated superstars or superstars who should win Money in the Bank. I included Karrion Kross because he really needs that push, and he's finally getting it, because Karrion Kross is actually going to be on a PLE. His first match in ages, he's going to be on a PLE. WWE is so back right now. So thank you, WWE, for pushing Karrion Kross. However, I don't think he's gonna win the match. So, as I mentioned, Sami Zayn is a beloved member of the WWE Universe, not just the WWE Universe, the Saudi Arabia fans. We've heard his history with them. They're so good. They're he's a huge fan favorite, and I just honestly don't see Karrion Kross winning. There's a huge chance he could win now, and could make him obviously a bigger heel, but I just don't see Karrion Kross winning, especially after he hasn't had a great past weeks in the WWE. He's just been lurking backstage, and I just honestly don't think we're going to get a proper win for Karrion Kross. However, I really want to see WWE keep doing this, keep pushing Karrion Kross and put him in weekly matches on Raw. But yeah, my official prediction for this match is for Sami Zayn to defeat Karrion Kross. On Saturday, at Night of Champions, fans will also witness a collision of family and fractured loyalty as Jacob Fatu defends the United States Championship against Solo Sikoa, in a match that has quickly become one of the most personal feuds in WWE's recent memory. The tension between the two Samoan powerhouses exploded several weeks ago when Fatu shocked the world by turning on Solo, a man he once stood by, in a brutal assault that took place June 7th at Money in the Bank. That betrayal wasn't just an attack, it was a statement. Jacob Fatu declared that he wasn't here to fall in line, he was here to lead. Since capturing the United States Championship, Fatu has brought a level of chaos and dominance that few champions have matched, demolishing anyone in his path and redefining what it means to be a champion. But now he faces one of his biggest challengers yet, who's known him better than most, and who's coming for far more than just the title. Solo Sikoa, once viewed as the enforcer of the bloodline, now fights not just to reclaim gold, but to restore the order and respect that he believes Fatu shattered. Their shared heritage as members of the legendary Anuahi family adds another explosive layer to the match, turning this title fight into a war of legacy, leadership, and bloodline supremacy. For Fatu, a win would further solidify his claim as the new face of the Samoan dominance in WWE. For Solo, it's about vengeance, reputation, and proving that he's better than Jacob. With the United States Championship on the line and a generational pride hanging in the balance, this showdown could reshape not just the title picture, but the entire future of WWE's most powerful family. This match, as I mentioned, very, very highly anticipated. As I said so many times, it's not just the United States Championship, it is family. This is a huge war of this singles match. It's two cousins who are going to tear the house down, and I'm telling you now, this could potentially be the match of the night. But how will this potential match of the night end? Will it end in a disqualification? I don't think so. Will we get a new champion? I also don't think so, because I am saying here today that this match will end with the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, retaining his United States Championship. Yaramin, because I think this is going to be a great match. I don't know if we're going to get interferences or what is going to happen, but I do think that Jacob Fatu is going to retain, and we might get another match in the future, potentially at SummerSlam. And speaking of SummerSlam, this match is so huge. I honestly thought that we were going to get this match at a bigger event. I didn't think we were actually going to do it this early, but if WWE want to do it now, then I'm happy, because I thought this match was going to be at a bigger PLE, but I'm so grateful that we're getting it this early, because I cannot wait. This match, as I mentioned, match show stealer, absolute show stealer. Oh, from one potential match of the night to another, two of the most physically and dominant women in the WWE collide as Raquel Rodriguez goes head to head with Rhea Ripley in a match fueled by tension, interference, and attacks. What began as simple disrespect quickly escalated when both women began costing each other key matches on Raw, including King of the Ring quarter-finals matches. With each ambush and distraction, the bad blood deepened, and now neither competitor is willing to back down. Rhea Ripley, the ruthless and former enforcer of the Judgment Day, has now become one of the most feared figures in WWE. Her brutal presence and mind games have helped her dominate the women's division. Across from her stands Raquel Rodriguez, a powerhouse in her own right, who has had enough of Ripley's games. Once known for her imposing strength and team success with Liv Morgan, Rodriguez is now laser focused on proving she can stand alone and take down one of WWE's most intimidating forces, as Raquel is currently standout member of the Judgment Day. Both women share history dating back to their time in NXT many years ago, where they built their reputations and hard-hitting competitors. But while Ripley embraced a darker and more aggressive path, Rodriguez remained as a proud and resilient fighter. With no championship on the line, this battle is purely personal, a test of strength, pride, and who truly belongs at the top of the mountain, as this match isn't some normal match. It's a street fight. No disqualifications, no rules, just non-stop action. Street fight. We know what a street fight is. WWE Universe. If you're a new fan to the WWE and you don't know what street fight means, I think it's pretty obvious. By just thinking in your head, what do you think street fight would mean? It would probably mean going out to the street and fighting, do anything, and you're practically bang on. You're practically correct, because you could go out to the street fight because there's no disqualifications and there's no rules. So you just have to fight, beat each other up anywhere you want. However, you have to finish the match in the ring with a pinfall or a submission. Now, of course, as I mentioned, this match will not end in a disqualification, because, of course, it is no disqualification and no rules. I have predicted Rhea Ripley to win this match. However, before this video, I was just thinking it could have been Raquel to win this match, because when you think of it, Liv Morgan is unfortunately currently injured. I made a video on that there the other day, and it was Rodriguez the other day on Raw and Roxanne Perez, who were kind of teaming up. They hugged and they're kind of coming stronger. So maybe Roxanne could replace Liv Morgan, and Roxanne and Rodriguez will become new women's tag team champions, as Liv will have to relinquish because she's injured. So what if Rodriguez and Raquel team up and potentially distract Rhea Ripley. So if you don't know what I'm trying to say here, I'm waffling so much. Basically, Roxanne Perez comes down to the ring. She maybe attacks Rhea Ripley or costs her the match, then that could leave a potential match for Evolution 2. We could have the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending their championships against Rhea Ripley and some mystery tag team partner. Maybe it's Nikki Bella or somebody, but I actually have no clue. But I don't know. I'm just trying to say what that could be a way for Raquel to win. So maybe she does win. But my official prediction for this match is for Rhea Ripley to win. And now on to the King and Queen of the Ring finals. First, the women. The prestigious Queen of the Ring tournament final will be one of the most anticipated women's matches of the year as Jade Cargill takes on Asuka in the tournament final. This match isn't just about who wears the crown, it's about making history, proving dominance, and securing a golden opportunity for the Women's World Championship or WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. On one side stands Jade Cargill, a rising juggernaut in the WWE's landscape, who's taken the company by storm since her debut. Known for her incredible strength and unmatched athleticism, Jade has bulldozed her way through the tournament, defeating top-tier opponents like Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez. With an air of confidence and raw intensity that has quickly made her one of the fastest rising superstars in recent memory. Her blend of power and charisma has fans alike calling her a future face of the women's division. Asuka, the legendary Empress of Tomorrow, whose legacy in the WWE speaks for itself, a multi-time world champion with a track record of dominance, stretching her undefeated streak in NXT to her storied runs on the main roster. Asuka brings unmatched experience, striking ability, and submission skills to the ring. She has battled through her side of the bracket with calculated force, showing that even after years on the top, she's still as dangerous as ever. Her ability to adapt and overcome makes her a truly strong opponent. One who has faced the biggest names on the grandest stages and emerged victorious time and time again. Cargill is the future, charging full speed ahead, looking to cement her place with a breakout moment on an international stage. Asuka is the warrior, the gatekeeper of greatness, determined to remind the world that her reign at the top is far from over. The contrast between Jade's raw power and Asuka's precision technique creates an unpredictable dynamic that could tilt either women's favor. Will Jade's physical dominance overwhelm Asuka's veteran instincts, or will Asuka's tactical brilliance expose the cracks in Jade's rise? With the Queen of the Ring crown and the SummerSlam title shot hanging in the balance, the stakes have never been higher. The WWE Universe and I is on edge, knowing no matter who wins, history will be made. This is more than a match. This is like a moment that could redefine the future of women's wrestling in WWE. Whether it ends in Cargill's arm raised or Asuka standing tall in a continued dominance, one thing is certain: the road to SummerSlam will never be the same. Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring, so important. Dating back for years, we have iconic winners like Selena Vega and Sheamus over the past several years. Who could it be this year on the women's side of things? And in my opinion, by the looks of it, I think Asuka is going to win. Now, I've heard social media, I've heard Twitter, I've heard YouTube, I've heard Instagram, I've heard TikTok. They've all been saying Jade Cargill. Just because Jade has pushed her way through this whole tournament, shined through the tournament, I think it's going to go opposite. Since Asuka's return, she's had so much options. She's been so great. And if Asuka wins, she faces Io Sky at SummerSlam. I guess Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam would be good. However, I think I'd rather see Asuka versus Io Sky, and in my opinion, that's the direction WWE is gonna go. So, with that being said, Asuka is my Queen of the Ring. And now I'll be predicting my second last match. The King of the Ring final this time, where it's a huge match. This is probably could potentially be match of the year. We have three potential match of the years on this card. Actually, four, including my next prediction after this. So, of course, two best friends. History collides as Randy Orton faces Cody Rhodes in the King of the Ring final. A match that is about legacy and is all about glory as well. Once allies in the infamous faction Legacy, Orton and Rhodes share a deep, complex in history that stretches back over a decade. Under Orton's leadership, a young Cody Rhodes learned the ropes of WWE's ruthless main event scene. But now, the student and the teacher meet as both are looking to cement their name in history by capturing the prestigious crown. Cody Rhodes earned his spot in the final by battling through an emotionally and intense bracket. Cody defeated his friends like Jey Uso in the semi-final to earn this match. On the other side of things, Randy Orton made a thunderous return to competition and reminded the world why he's one of the most decorated superstars, if not the most decorated superstar in WWE history. Just like Cody, Randy bet a friend too. He defeated Sami Zayn on SmackDown last week to earn this match against Cody Rhodes. For Orton, the King of the Ring title isn't just another accolade, it's another chance to capture his 15th World Championship. Now, allies and best friends have to battle for supremacy. It's experience versus momentum, legacy versus legacy, as one man will be crowned in Saudi Arabia. I don't know how much I can stress this, but this match, of course, is emotionally charged, but it is so good. Match is going to be the definition of history. It's going to be the definition of fire. It's the definition of awesome. Cannot wait for this match. Will Randy Orton go on to face John Cena at SummerSlam, or will Cody Rhodes once again face John Cena? Let me know your thoughts down below, because I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions. A lot of people are saying Randy, a lot of people are saying Cody, but which one will I pick? And in my opinion, I'm going with the youngster, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Of course, Cody's busted through this whole tournament. He's done great, and so is Randy, but I think WWE really want Cody to face off against John Cena again, and Cody might potentially defeat John Cena. Of course, WWE are a huge fanboy of Cody Rhodes, so I think we're going to see that match happen in the future, and potentially SummerSlam, and a way to get to that is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes through the King of the Ring tournament final. Here we go. Every single match on this show can potentially be a banger, a show stealer, match of the night, even Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross and Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. Imagine the war in that street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, and the powerhouse Jade Cargill going one-on-one with Asuka. What about the match we just talked about in the King of the Ring final? To this match you're looking at right in front of you for the WWE Championship in this potentially last time ever match, when John Cena defends the WWE Championship against, some may say, and CM Punk says, the best in the world. WWE Universe will witness a clash years in the making as John Cena goes face to face, toe to toe with CM Punk in what promises to be one of the most emotionally charged and career defining matches in WWE history. This isn't just about the title, it's about legacy, power, and the deeply rooted tension between the two men who has spent over a decade trying to surpass each other. John Cena, a 17-time world champion and now the reigning undisputed champion, is marching into what may be the final match against Punk in his career, and he's doing it on his own terms. No longer smiling, slogan waving his symbol of hope, Cena has transformed into a darker and more evil version of himself. He's not just looking to retain the title, he's threatening to leave WWE with it and to retire with the championship. It's a chilling mission. It's a statement as one of the most legends in the WWE. CM Punk has taken this personally. CM Punk, this isn't just about winning gold. It's about stopping Cena from ruining everything the undisputed title represents. This will actually be the first title match since Punk returned in November 2023. If I'm right, I think that statement is true. I don't think CM Punk has been in an actual title match since he returned, not even in a tag team match and mid-card title match. I honestly don't think anything, so I think this is his first actual championship match since he's returned, and what a way to have it against John Cena. The heat between them is personal. Cena stands for control, for legacy, and for finishing his career untouchable. Punk stands for rebellion, for truth, and burning it all down if it means rebuilding something better. The rivalry will be famously started during the legendary Summer of Punk in 2011, 13 years ago. Always blurred the line between them, reality and storyline, and this latest chapter is no different. In the build up to Night of Champions, Cena has mocked Punk with promos and even copied the original pipe bomb, while Punk has fought back with brutal honesty, calling Cena out for his insecurity and desperation to stay relevant. Every word, every look, every blow exchanged over the past few weeks and has added fuel to their fire that has been burning for over a decade. And now, at the pinnacle of WWE's summer calendar, it all comes ahead in Saudi Arabia. For Cena, this could be the perfect ending. Walking away as the champion, the final word in a career that redefined the modern era. For Punk, it's a matter of redemption and purpose, defeating the man who always cast the shadow over him and proving that once and for all that he's still the heart and soul of the WWE. With the undisputed championship at stake and the company's future direction hanging in the balance, this isn't just a match, it's a reckoning. No matter who wins, Night of Champions will be marked as a shift in WWE history, as two legends fight in, not just for gold, but everything they believe in. This match is so exciting, and do I think we're going to get a new champion? No. But does that mean the match is going to be bad? No. I think John Cena is going to retain, but there's going to be so many near falls. We could see Seth Rollins being involved in this match, a potential cash in, but not an actual catch in. It's going to be so good. There you have 6 great matches that's going to be on this card. We have John Cena, who I think is going to retain. It's going to be such a good match, of course. I'm just going to recap things real quick because that has been all the matches I have predicted. I predicted Sami Zayn to defeat Karrion Kross, Jacob Fatu to retain against Solo, Rhea Ripley to win her street fight, Asuka to become Queen of the Ring, and Cody Rhodes to become Men's King of the Ring. And as I mentioned, for John Cena to return. So much going on in the WWE right now. We have Jelly Roll on SmackDown in a couple of weeks. We have Evolution. We have Saturday Night's Main Event. Not Bash in Berlin. That was last year. What am I saying? Great American Bash and so many other things to be looking forward, especially SummerSlam. So much going on in the WWE. That's all I got for you in today's video. Let me know your predictions down below. Thank you for watching my official Night of Champions predictions. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy Night of Champions. And with that all being said, guys, remember to always stay tribal. You can look, but you can't touch. You can't dream.